Welcome friends and colleagues. Today we'll be taking a look at the basic fundamentals of METARs and the phonetic alphabet. For me, these fundamentals are what really helped me understand weather aviation and a lot of other ways and terms that pilots will use in pilot lingo. So, what is a METAR? Well, the acronym actually translates from French as Aviation Routine Weather Report. METARs are international standard code format for hourly service weather observations. So, that means every hour a new METAR will be given out. There are many databases that you can receive them from, but I get mine mainly through ForeFlight or the ATIS. The ATIS is like a METAR, but it has its differences. The ceiling, wind, and temperature will be the same, but the ATIS will include active runways, approaches, and other important information that the METAR omits. So let's take a look at a METAR I took from ForeFlight and start to decode it. The first thing that you will see is the word case. Starting with the K, it is generally reserved for airports that reside within the U.S. The ASE is the name of the field or airport, Aspen Sardi Field. The next line over is the day/time it was introduced. 06 is the day, 1753 is the time, and the time will always be in Zulu. So normally there would be a Z after the 1753 here, but Zulu is a whole nother ball game that we'll get into in a different video. The next line is the winds. The first three will always be the direction of the wind. So we have 215 degrees and the speed is at 6 knots. Next, we have the visibility at 10 statute miles. Over from that, we have sky conditions. A lot of different codes can be here, and we will look at some of those codes here in a second. To the right of that, we have the temperature and dew point in Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And lastly, we have the altimeter at 3005. The next line that follows is for more of the commercial side of pilots, but we'll take a look at that real quick. The RMK stands for the remarks section. AO2 is one of two options. If it is AO2, it means it is automated with a precipitation sensor, and AO1 means it does not have a sensor. After that, we have sea level pressure at 1096 millibars. And lastly, we have our temperature again at 16.11 degrees and dew point at 7.8 degrees Celsius. Now that we can read a METAR, let's look at a few different codes that can appear. These are not all the codes that can be used, so if you want the full list, a link can be found in the description. These codes can be paired together or be separate, and usually will be found in the sky conditions part of the METAR. So instead of CLR, we could have a plus with BR, which would mean heavy mist. Finally, we have the phonetic alphabet. Take some time and memorize it. It will definitely help you. And that's all I have for this video. Until next time, squawk 1200, and remember, a great pilot is always learning.